Hi, everybody. Welcome to the hangar as we get set for basketball on a Wednesday. We thought it was a single game, turns into two games. It'll be the men and women playing in this one as we take a look at the starting lineups for Central Georgia Tech. It is Thomas, Jordan, Garcia, Alexander, and Bennett all getting the starting nine. And meanwhile, on the other side of the floor, these are the ladies that you will see first for South Georgia Tech. And right there to the left of your screen is the lady who just put up the three, Salumu. Ignachenko, Gregory, Papin, and Sicano, all part of that starting lineup as well. Hi, everybody. Robert Williamson bringing you the coverage inside the hangar. Couple of basketball games. These two teams have already met twice this year. And both times it was a Central Georgia Tech win. Over into the corner to Papin. Drives at baseline. Ignachenko turns around, puts it up, gets fouled. And that will put Ignachenko at the line. So the lady from Ukraine going to the stripe. In an early 3-2 ball game. Ignachenko, a 60% free throw shooter. Her forte at 6'4", rebounding. That basketball, number 2 in the conference, with just a tad under 10 per outing. She'll knock down both. It's back to a 3-point South Georgia Tech lead. Tipped away and then taken away by Papin. Feeds over to Sicano. Into the paint. Off the window for Gregory. That is stolen away by Sicano. And you got a foul as Gregory runs into the padding. And we'll go to the stripe shooting. We've got 3 of the top 5 GCAA scorers. Gregory heading to the stripe, number 1. Sicano, number 2. Papin, number 5 in scoring. And then you toss in Tania Williams, and you're talking about the 4 scorer in the conference. So out of the top 5, we're missing 1. Gregory extending the lead to 6. And is Garcia working it to the right side. She'll bring it to the glass, draw the foul. And Garcia will go to the strike. So some very early fouling in this one. Putting Garcia at the line. Getting her second start of the year tonight. A 62% free throw shooter. First start, but she's played in 13 games prior to tonight. Gregory with a miss. Rebound wrapped up by Alexander. Coming to Garcia. And she will work it back out front after the pass from Thomas. Trying to put on the brakes and skidded a bit. Got to walk, and it will belong to the Jets. In play to Sicano. Lost it in the paint, but there was apparently a reason that she lost it. Let's see if it's the lady that wound up with the basketball. Bennett. No, it'll be Alexander. So Alexander committing the foul. And according to the scoreboard, that is the 5th. But we're not shooting any bonuses. Batted around inbounds and then taken away by the Titans. And a walk on that little stutter step by Bennett. In play to Sakano. Feeds into the paint. Salumu back to Sakano. Open is Papin. Launches the three. Too strong. And that will go out of bounds off of Jordan. So the Jets able to keep the basketball. Papin in play to Sakano. Back to Papin. Well, the other one a little long, that one a little short. Papin has kicked it in a notch in conference play. Came into the new year with just under 10 a game. She's bumped that to over 12 per. Garcia to Thomas, firing down low out of the hands of Alexander. Papin to the other end of the floor. She's got her first two. Stolen away by Papin. Shoots the 3. 5 for the lady out of France. And that's got John Gordon asking for a timeout. As the Jets build an early 9-point lead.
Technical College, where we make it happen.
Whether your dream is to become a welder, a nurse, a restaurant owner, electrician, or aircraft mechanic, South Georgia Technical College can help you make it happen. SGTC has over 200 associate degree, diploma, and technical certificate of credit programs of study available. Visit our website at southgatech.edu for more information or to apply, or call 800-928-0283.
So what are you waiting for? Let's make it happen.
Well, if tonight is like other nights, that young man so well behaved. He's apparently been told to sit there on the bench, and I got a feeling that's where he will stay until told to go elsewhere. 7 to play, quarter number 1. Jets jumping out into the sizable early lead. And it'll be put in play by the Titans. Three ball over the corner from Bennett. Salumu back to Sakano into the corner and goes to Papin. And it's Silva who is checked into the ball game, rattled in by Salumu. Willie Silva, the 5'11 freshman from Brazil, checking into the lineup for South Georgia Tech. Tipped away into the hands of Garcia. Garcia with a miss. Salumu grabs it. Sends it down the floor. Sakano. She will get fouled. And Sakano will head to the strike. Great to have you watching tonight's game. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, let me encourage you to do so. At the end of the month, we want to be at 6,000. I think we're about 200 away from that currently. And we'll take as many as we can get, whether it's 1 or 100 tonight. They all help. Just like both free throws aided the cause for South Georgia Tech. Garcia working into the left side, drives in and out. And it'll go out of bounds off Silva. And be Central Georgia Tech basketball. Central Georgia Tech 2-5 in the conference. 4 wins overall, and they have come against 2 teams. They have beaten Brunel's JV twice, and they have beaten Southern Crescent Tech twice. Put in play for the near sidelines. Silva into the paint, the scoop, and Silva with her first 2. Garcia to the timeline, works it to the right side. Thomas with it. Into the paint, lost the dribble, rolls into the hands of Silva, launches one to the other end of the floor. Taking it underneath, dropping it in is Gregory. Garcia down low and leaning in on Alexander with Silva. And they're going to say the foul was committed on the floor, not while in the act of shooting. To Alexander, stolen away by Papin. Laid up but not in by Gregory. Thomas with it. Into the corner, and it will roll out of bounds. That is Anaya Duggar into the game, who couldn't keep her hands on the basketball. And apparently our timeout taken about the 8-minute mark is going to be our media timeout. We didn't take a break there at the dead ball at the 4:35 mark. That is Cheyenne Preston into the ball game. Preston sporting a new look. It's a long dude tonight. Also into the game is Kayla Carter. So the original starting 5, there are 2 left at the moment. Sakano and Papin put in play to Duggar. Best night of the year for South Georgia Tech came against these Titans here at the hangar. They put 115 on the board. Off the mark with a jumper from Alexander. And the Jets coming in with 3 100-point games. I mentioned this is the 3rd meeting between the 2. The second, well, actually, the second of the 2 was the 115. The first of the 2, 93 put on the board by the Jets against these Titans. There is a walk. It'll be Titan basketball. Garcia back in. Alexander going to the sidelines. First of 2 games tonight. And then play after this one wraps up. And the men of South Georgia Tech, despite struggling in non-conference play, still right in the thick of things in the conference. Garcia with a miss on the money. Sakano to the other end. Salumu eventually into the corner to Sakano. Short on the 3. Tipped out of bounds by Jordan. And here comes Gregory back into the game to give Sakano her first breather of the night. Into the corner to Papin. Back it goes to Papin. Gregory couldn't hang on. A nice bounce pass. Right about waist high. And typically those are what you like. You see them bobble in the paint when they're low. Good pass though. Garcia taken away by Salumu. Trying to toss it into the corner to Carter. Instead, just picked off. Duger got a hand on it. That is Thomas with it. Perimeter 2, couldn't coax it over the rim. Papin with a rebound. Trying to squeeze her way through. It's knocked out of bounds. Titans touched it last. Jets will have it. We are stuck at 20-7. 2:12 to play in the quarter. Off Salumu into the hands of Thomas. Preston able to catch up with Duger. Denier an easy 2. That'll go into the corner out of bounds, and it will belong to the Jets. Our schedule this week altered a little bit. Had some baseball on Tuesday and Thursday, that rain changed. And now the Tuesday baseball canceled. The Thursday baseball is now Friday baseball. And by the way, we're back in Georgia on Saturday. Georgia Military College and Florence Darlington Tech. There's a 3 from number 3. Maria Favero into the ball game for the Jets. Got a walk. And Jet basketball with 92 ticks remaining on the first quarter clock. In play to Sakano. Preston with it. Fires it down low to Favero. Nice pass back to Preston, and Preston with a left hand. Her first bucket of the night. Well, can the Jets have their 4th 100-point night? They're currently on a pace to do just that. Thrown behind Garcia. Put in play by Salumu. Jets all alone now atop the standings in the GCAA. Nice feed, bucket from Salumu. East Georgia losing to Albany Tech. And now a game behind the Jets. Got a huge game Saturday in Swainsboro. Jets in East Georgia. Winner of that one haven't wrapped up hosting the semis and the championship, but they are definitely the favorite. Whoever wins that Jet-Cat matchup on Saturday. Sakano to Toro, who's in the game, and Toro's shot block. And that will bring us to the end of one. And after one, the Jets by 20. Just Battle White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Craps got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Perched high above the hangar, enjoying some basketball on a Wednesday. And let's see, the Jets on Wednesday 2-0. Haven't lost a Wednesday game. And we got a good start on a 3-0 Wednesday record. As we get quarter number 2 underway. Put in play to Garcia. Stolen away, taking it the other way. Sicano. She'll lay it up, she'll lay it in. The uncontested lay it. Stolen away by Salumu. And 2 easy ones for Salumu. Rolls off Garcia. Sicano's got it. Puts up the jumper just a little bit strong. Sicano able to get it back. Goes into the corner. Toro back to Sicano. Wide open down low, Silva. Wow, that was a huge trip to this end of the floor. 3 buckets, 6 points. And Slow getting into midcourt. Gilchrist has time called, as in the violation of time, and it will be Jets basketball. Handed Toro into the ball game. Came into the game in the first. The Buford, Georgia product. Salumu to Sicano. Sicano airball on the 3. Gilchrist to the other end of the floor. Hit it with it briefly and then throws it away down low. And it'll be Jets basketball put in play to Sicano. Eight and a half away from halftime at the half. Jason Carpenter, our guest. We're doing a best of. Favero with a miss, got it back. And the jump ball created. Possession arrow keeps us on this end of the floor. And at halftime of the men's game, Dr. John Wadford, our halftime guest. And you're probably going, oh, you must have gotten your old computer back. I did. Got all the interviews in there. Sicano atoning for the airball 3 with a perfect 3. And I think we've got a time just to readjust that shot clock. I believe the record high for the Jets in a single game, 116. So if you want to be on a pace to break the 116, let's see, I'm not a math whiz. What is that, 58 a half? Would tie it, and 59 in one of the halves would break it. Stolen away by Favero. Just reached and picked the pocket. She's got her first bucket of the night. Garcia in trouble bringing it down the floor and dribbling out of bounds. And it'll be Jet basketball. Briefly to Favero. That is Sicano. Missing on the 3. Favero able to track it down. Ignatchenko back in. Fires a rocket to Favero, but hey, she works out. That's no big deal. Bring the pressure. Thomas feeding to Bennett. Bennett, air ball on the 3. Favero with it. Gives it over to Ignatchenko. And that is Carter. Carter misfiring on the 3. And I believe you're going to have a Favero foul. Came flying in, and yep, she'll pick up the personal. Boy, it's looking like a Super Bowl score. (40-7). South Georgia Tech. They're Central Georgia Tech. You realize early, quarter and a half in, that the chances of winning aren't great, but you want to improve on your skills. Realizing, too, that everybody in the conference will get a chance in the corners. Bennett short and rebounded by Silva. Trying to get it to Carter, tipped out of bounds by Bennett. Ignatchenko putting it in play. And she can hit those threes, too strong. Rebounded by Silva. Carter trying the 3 ball off the rim. Another Jet rebound. Gregory gets fouled. And that will have Gregory shooting. Gregory, as I mentioned, averaging 15.5 a game. More points scored than any other Jet, and averaging more points a game. And you may think, well, that's one and the same. Well, not necessarily. You could have more points without averaging more points. That is tipped out of bounds by Fitu Sanan. Ignatchenko putting up the 3. Wide right. Papin the putback. 7 Papin points in the game. That is Garcia for 3. Too strong. Touched a lot of Jet hands, but it's the Titans who come up with it. Thomas off on the 3 try. Rebounded by Silva. Given over to Papin, down low. That is Gregory. And Gregory couldn't get it to fall. Silva with a board. Carter thinking about the 3 and walked with it. Salumu and Preston checking into the game. Bennett to put it in play to Thomas. And the Titans scoreless thus far in the second. There's the 3 dropped in from the corner by Garcia. Gregory with the drive for 2. And that 3 ball breaking the ice in quarter number 2 for the Titans. Gilchrist into the corner. Thomas for 3 off the rim. Rebound belongs to Salumu. Salumu, the GCAA Player of the Week last week. And you're going to jump ball with the possession arrow going to the Titan end of things. And I think you'll also get us to the media timeout. And we will indeed. 4:31 to play. Half number 1. It is the Jets by 36. I got a feeling that is a Titan getting ready to play basketball a little bit later on tonight. Part of the men's team for CGTC. .431 to play. Opening half. Jason Carpenter coming up at halftime. And we'll take a quick look at some halftime stats as well. And who knows what else at halftime. Gilchrist with it. 4.5 away from halftime. And we'll go out of bounds off Gregory. Gregory was just trying to defend, wasn't expecting the ball to be somewhere nearby. Into Garcia. Trying to get it to Thomas. Tipped out of bounds by Papin. That is stolen away by Preston. And she'll get fouled by Bennett. So Preston at the line. Probably not on the mind of the Jets. The fact that 117 would be a school record for most points on a given night. I don't even know if they know that that would be a school record. They just want to score points and are certainly on a pace to hit 100. Could be on a pace to break the school record, but a lot of basketball to go. In and out, Papin with it. Lost it. It is picked up by Jordan, given to Thomas. And Salumu bumps Thomas. Putting Thomas shooting. A 63% free throw shooter. Central Georgia Tech 2-7 away from Macon. And as I mentioned on Wednesdays, 0-4. Gregory coming out of the game. Favero checking back in. Given to Preston, feeds to Papin. Taking it baseline, Salumu, and she'll bank it. And the Jets halfway to 100. Gilchrist defended by Favero. Garcia passes by. And you've got a foul on Favero. That'll be 2 on Favero. Papin out of the game and Toro checking back in. In play to Jordan. Thomas feeding into the corner. 3 ball from Duger, retrieved by Favero, gives it to Preston. Toro for 3. Gilchrist firing into the corner. Duger getting it back to Gilchrist. Sat it on the hip briefly. Dumped into Jordan. Jordan off the glass. Salumu tracking it down in the corner. Gives over to Sakano. And Sakano with a drive. Couldn't drop it in. Salumu can. Gilchrist near the timeline. Drives. Sakano fell down. Jordan nearly stepped on her. Favero's got it going the other way with Sakano down. And now back it goes to Sakano. Into the corner to Preston. Preston bringing it baseline. And she will attract the foul and take another trip to the line. Preston averaging 5 a game, but has an opportunity here. 2 in the first half, top that 5. She's got 4. And there is her 5th point of the game. Preston is a 45% free throw shooter. But hit 100% of those. Has 6 in the game. And again, if you're thinking about a pace to break the school record, Gilchrist. And I believe that's going to be a Silva foul, pushed Alexander. Well, then 58 has got you on a pace to tie, and 59 has got you on a pace to break that school record. Favero scoops it in. And it's a 59-12 lead. If that's on Favero, that's going to be 3. It is, and it is. That is 3 personals on Favero. And that has got Gilchrist going to the stripe. Gilchrist, a very good free throw shooter, 86%. Titans scored 7 in the first half, got to make that first quarter, and have 7 in the second. I'll get it out. Carter. Silva getting the point, but she got an injury. And you could hear her screaming in pain. That is Alexander. And they are going to get Bryant on the floor quickly to look at Alexander. Well, you heard it as soon as I think she planted her foot. And immediately went down in pain.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Well, Alexander making her way to the sidelines, one of the best in the business to her left, in good hands with Brian. And certainly we hope that something that certainly appeared to be extremely painful is not extremely serious. And that if she's not back into the game in half number 2, that she's back into the game when this team hits the hardwood again against Andrew College. Walk by Silva. So one of the starters out. We'll see if she is out for the remaining of the game. As that 3-ball is no good. Favero off the glass. And that has got us to halftime. And the Jets putting nearly 30 on the board in both quarters. Titans putting 7. And at the half, it is 61-14. Jason Carpenter, coach of the Lady Jets, our halftime guest. He is coming up. Great to have with us as our halftime guest, the ladies basketball coach at South Georgia Tech, Jason Carpenter. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing well, Robert. Thank you.
Let's go back to 23-24 and reflect back on your first year as the AD and the ladies basketball coach there at South Georgia Tech. I guess anytime you go into a program, into a job, you've got these goals you'd like to reach, things you'd like to achieve. Did that happen last year?
It didn't. We came up short. Obviously, I think the goal with South Georgia Tech is always to win a conference championship. It's the precedent that's been set. And we came up just short. We finished second in the regular season and then lost in the semifinals of the conference tournament. So we missed the goal, but overall, and considering the challenges, I thought we had some success too along the way, and we're optimistic and looking to build on that moving forward.
You come away with a winning mark, and as an outside observer, I got to admit, in your first year, that's a lofty goal to go ahead and vie for the conference championship and move on to the nationals. So is it fair from my perspective to think that is a really high goal to try to achieve in the first year?
It's probably fair to assume that, but even when I was applying for it, I knew what I was getting into, and who I was replacing, and Coach Frey, and what he had done and the success that he had established for this program, and so that was the expectation of me, so I fully accepted that. We embraced that, and we worked very hard to get there. We just came up short.
AD, now, was that your first year as athletic director as well at any institution?
As the actual athletic director, I had been an associate to the athletic director previously, and part of a big program. So some familiarity of what the job entailed, but certainly the first time in those shoes. Yes.
Did that present some unseen challenges, things that maybe in that first year in that you didn't realize was maybe part of the AD, or did the fact that you were kind of balancing it and the coaching job together, did it present new challenges?
It certainly presented new challenges. I don't want to say that it was things that I was unfamiliar with, but certainly it's different when you're the one who has to make the decisions and make the calls. So it had its challenges, but I'm very grateful for the opportunity and proud to be here.
All right, let's get a little closer to 2024-25 and talk about recruiting. I think for a lot of we basketball watchers, we forget that it's pretty much a 24/7, 12 months out of the year job for guys like you. So the recruiting aspect, how did it go? Were you pleased with who you've signed?
So, yeah, again, got a slightly late start. When I got the job in August, believe it or not, even at the JUCO level, there's a lot of recruitment that's already gone on for that, next year coming up. And so a slightly later start than I would have liked to have gotten, under different circumstances. But yes, overall, very pleased with what we were able to bring in, for this year. We ended up bringing 3 back from last year's team. And so we have 13 on the roster, and so we had 10 freshmen that we had to go out and find, and we had to find players that were going to be ready to make a contribution right away. So, yes, very pleased so far.
Does it add a little extra pressure to you as a coach from the standpoint, and I don't know if I'm going to explain this correctly, but, okay, you come in your first year, you've got, recruits that were recruited by a different coach, Coach Frey. So maybe there's a little bit of an outlet if things go awry, but now this is your, for the most part, your recruits. So does it add a little pressure to you to succeed?
Yeah, I don't know if it adds pressure too much. I'm always going to have high standards, for myself in this program. And so I don't know that I feel any extra pressure, but it is the truth. This year is my class. These are the players that I brought in, and we recruited them to be a part of the system that I want to run, and I want to build upon moving forward. Last year I said last year was kind of the get through it, make the most of that year and that team and those circumstances. But this year is really the rebuild. And I don't say rebuild with low expectations. We have very high expectations still, but it is certainly that building on, my program and philosophy and style.
I probably should have alerted you in advance to this next question, but I don't prepare questions, so they pop into my head. The ladies that played last year and moved on. I know Vera and Guninen went to Gonzaga.
Yes.
What about the others? Where are they at that are playing this year elsewhere?
Ava Fatsa was actually a relatively early commit. She signed earlier than Vera did. She went to George Washington University, so the Atlantic 10. That's high mid-major, just below that Power 5, Power 6 conference mark. So that was a great opportunity for her, and obviously a very strong academic school. Isabel Bueno went to Champion Christian College. And Greta Carollo ended up at Eckerd College down in St. Petersburg, Florida. She's loving life on the beach down there, and it's a Division II program. And she had some Division I offers, but that's an excellent Division II program. They're very well coached, and you can't beat St. Petersburg. So
24-25. All right, let's get to this year. What is the goal for Jason Carpenter? What at the end of the year is the only thing acceptable from your perspective?
Well, again, the banners on the wall dictate that we better be looking and expecting to hang another one, and that's certainly what we're preparing to do. We're young, so there's a learning curve here, but again, with these players being the players that I recruited, I think they more naturally fit to the style that we want to play. And we are returning some players that obviously played for us last year. So that's going to help, I think, speed up that learning process.
For those of us who are basketball coaching challenged, like me, you mentioned the difference in styles, more suited these recruits to a specific style. What would you say is maybe some of the greatest differences between the Frey style and the Carpenter style?
I can't necessarily speak to what his style was, so to speak, but I know for us, we like to be really dynamic offensively, really like to spread the floor. We like players with a wide variety of skills that can, attack, defenses in a variety of ways so that we can utilize them that way. We really like to get up and down and push the tempo. We're really looking to run and score in transition, and that takes a certain type of player to do that. And then the defensive philosophy is probably a little bit unique in how much we want to pressure and get up in the passing lanes and look to generate turnovers.
The three that are back, who are they, and who are the new recruits that you anticipate contributing immediately?
We brought Mio Sakano back. So she was a runner-up, I believe, to freshman of the year. She played, again, you talk about dynamic type players. She started off the year last year as a freshman for us as our starting point guard. And, eventually we moved her into like a starting low post player. So she's, she had success in both areas. She's going to be running mostly the point for us this season. We brought Anola Pappin back, a wing player to shoot it. And she had a pretty good freshman year, but we expect for her to have a much better and more successful sophomore campaign. Then we brought Maria Favero back, who is a combo guard, we say in the basketball world. She can handle the ball a little bit at the point and play a little bit on the wing too as well. Very athletic, tough competitor. Again, we thought she was the right type of player for this program, and just an excellent quality kid and works really hard. With regards to the freshmen, we have a young lady from Kell High School in North Georgia, Jemiah Gregory, very athletic, exceptionally athletic, a wing player for us. They won a state title her senior year when she was at Cal. So we expect her to be certainly an impact player. We have a young lady, Maria Ignanchenko, who we all call Masha. She's a 6'5" post player from the Ukraine. She's got great hands, very good feet. Adapting again as an international player, adapting a little bit to the U.S. game and the style, but given her size and her skill set, I think she's going to have an excellent year for us.
I got to ask, where a native of Ukraine is concerned, how did South Georgia Tech get in touch with Ukraine, or at least an Ukrainian in this particular case, and get them to America's Georgia?
I can't give all my secrets away, Robert. No, she had originally committed to go to Morehead University, and at the last minute that kind of fell through for her. And we had a coaching friend that was over there and told me that she might be coming available. And when she did, we certainly were very pleased at the opportunity to bring her in here to help us out.
Well, Coach, great year last year. I'm anticipating the same this year. Where the rest of the conference is concerned, last year's winner was East Georgia State. Are they still maybe one of the top-tier teams? Who's the team to beat outside of South Georgia Tech?
Well, East obviously, being the reigning champion and bringing back the freshman of the year and their post player, as well as I think they got a guard back that was very good but was injured most of the year last year. So they're certainly that team that people are looking to knock off. But I think Albany Tech is going to be very talented. They brought 2 guards back. Who were both very good players as freshmen, as well as some other, very good high school players coming in. And Central Georgia Tech, again, I think is going to be pretty good. They've got a new coach and a new cast of players, but it's going to be competitive. It always is when you play each other 3 times. For conference bragging rights and titles on the line, games are going to be competitive.
Coach, looking forward to your sophomore year there at South Georgia Tech. Congratulations on a great 2023-24. And we're looking forward to 24-25. Thanks for being our guest.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you very much. Take care.
You too.
Bye.
Third quarter action gets underway, and immediately we're not 5 seconds into the stanza. And more points on the board. Ignatchenko makes it a 63-14 lead. Jets with the same 5 that began the game. Beginning half, number 2, Sakana Salumu, Ignatchenko, Papin, and Gregory. Meanwhile, a little different look, unfortunately, for the Titans, and that is because of the injury to Alexander. She is on the sidelines and does have that ankle taped up, but not on crutches, so that's a good sign. But as a result of Alexander being out to begin half number 2, then you've got Gilchrist in. So Gilchrist, who did not start the first half, starts half number 2, along with Bennett, Jordan, Thomas, and Garcia. In play to Bennett. And you got a walk. So it will be Jets basketball. A little bit behind Scano, but able to retrieve. And that's Chinko and Shumpert. Misfiring, trying to get the put back. Not able to do so is Salumu. The scoop from Bennett not there. Gregory throws it away into the hands of Thomas. And you get an offensive charge to Thomas. Ran into and over Salumu. So Jets with possession. Not quite 90 seconds into the half. And by the way, there will be 2 games tonight. I mentioned it to begin the broadcast. We didn't know it till we got here. But that's cool. Gregory off on the 3 try. Scano, 2 put back, second one good. Well, the men of Central Georgia Tech and South Georgia Tech will battle in game number 2, and yeah, we'll be here. We'll have it. Stolen away by Salumu. Trying to get it to Gregory, tipped out of bounds by Bennett. Jets will keep possession. On the women's side, the standings have South Georgia Tech as number 1 at 7-1. East Georgia a half game back at 7-2. Albany Tech 4-3. Central Georgia Tech 2-5. Andrew 1-4. Southern Crescent is 0-6. So the big matchup Saturday in Swainsboro. Scano nibbling the rim on the 3 try, put back by Salumu, in and out. Silva getting the rebound. A pin to Scano, and Scano coming up just a little bit short. Garcia able to retrieve loose ball and then throws it away. Well, and if you consider it, I think it's legitimate to do so. Your top 3 teams as the top-tiered teams in the conference. South Georgia Tech, East Georgia Tech, and Albany Tech. Or actually East Georgia State. Did I call them a Tech too? If I did, they're a state college. But if they are the top-tiered teams, then East Georgia still has Saturday's meeting with South Georgia Tech and a meeting against Albany Tech. Central, make that Albany Tech, has still got a matchup against, obviously, East Georgia State and one more against South Georgia Tech. And obviously, South Georgia Tech has got East Georgia State and Albany Tech. So a lot of things could change between now and the end of the year, but we sure like them the way they are, with the Jets on top at 7-1.
Georgia Technical College, where we make it happen.
Whether your dream is to become a welder, a nurse, a restaurant owner, electrician, or aircraft mechanic, South Georgia Technical College can help you make it happen. SGTC has over 200 associate degree, diploma, and technical certificate of credit programs of study available. Visit our website at southgatech.edu for more information or to apply, or call 800-928-0283.
So what are you waiting for? Let's make it happen.
There, a good look at Chris Blauer. He is the head men's basketball coach. His guy Jets, as I mentioned, despite their struggles in non-conference play, they're right in the middle of things in the conference. And there was a big conference game going on tonight in Douglas, Georgia, between South Georgia State and East Georgia State. So if East Georgia State can win and South Georgia Tech wins tonight, then you got some potential changes in the conference. Stolen away by Garcia, Papin defending. Give it over to Jordan. Jordan for the strike. And she will knock it down to turn it into a 67-16 game. Jets have been a little cold over the course of the last 3 minutes. Got the bulk of their second half scores in the first 60 seconds. Silva and Gregory out. Sakano make that Carter. And Favero in. Sakano was already in. Carter in play to Papin. Off the rim with a 3 try. Jordan rebounds, gives to Gilchrist. It goes back court, retrieved by Favero. Brings it to the glass. A little strong, Papin with it. Fed to Carter, and Carter, no good. Gilchrist bringing it down low. Favero with a block, but she may have picked up the foul. Our stat sheet says that is 3, but I'm thinking it is 4. Let's see what the scoreboard says. It does say 4. By the way, saw some of the team stats at halftime. Let's give you some individual numbers. Top scorer in the first half for the Titans with 5 was Garcia. Top rebounder was Thomas with 2. Foul trouble, Bennett with 3, and Jordan with 2. The assist leader, Thomas with 2. And Thomas with 20 minutes on the floor did not leave the hardwood. Jets got 13 from Salumu. That was tops. Favero was the top rebounder with 5. Assist leader Sakano with 3. Papin short on the 3 try. Put back is there. That is 8 for Preston in the game. Sakano was out there longer than any other Jet. Just a tad under 15 minutes. And foul issues at the half. Favero with 3, now with 4. And Silva with 2. Bench scoring in the first half. It was the Jets 24-2 from the bench, and in turnovers, Jets 30-5. A dominant first half performance. Got a media timeout at the 4:42 mark.
Of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Choose from over 100 affordable degree and certificate programs that fit your budget and schedule. Earn the same degree as you would on campus, with the same affordable tuition rate for every state. UA Online. Advance your career and change your life. Get started today at online.ua.edu.
And they like their basketball, like their music. We like having them hang out here at the hangar. 4:42 to go Quarter number 3, 69-18 score. Jets, if they're going to top that 116, a school record, got to go on a scoring binge. Right now, I guess still on a pace to hit 100, but their scoring pace is definitely slow. Laid in by Papin. That's 9 Papin points. Stolen away by Gregory. And that'll be knocked out of bounds by Bennett. Jets looking to go 3-0 on Wednesdays. 8-1 in the conference, 17-6 overall. By the way, the current number 1 team in the country. Toro short. It is New Mexico Junior College. Papin for 3. Just a little bit strong. Salumu trying to tip it back onto the floor. And it will go out off Salumu. Northwest Florida State in the top 5. Shelton State, which paid a visit here during the Christmas holidays, at number 6 in the country. Chipola, a highly ranked team that played here at Christmas. Eastern Florida the same. They got away from Papin. So go ahead and make plans, by the way, if you haven't yet. I was about to say, if you can, but you need to just go ahead and plan on it. Coming to the Christmas tournament. Happens right after Christmas, just prior to the new year. And man, you talk about some great basketball. And I'm sure they will do it again next year. Stolen away by Jordan, given to Garcia. Too strong off the backboard, Toro with it. Had a recent conversation with Jason Carpenter, ladies basketball coach, and he mentioned the expansion of that Christmas tournament. And I know at one time there was conversation about possibly using 2 floors. Right across the street is Sumter County High. Brand new school with brand new facilities. Gregory making it a 73-20 game. Fed into the corner to Gilchrist. And that's going to head this way. Rolls out of bounds. Jets will have it. In the 2 prior outings, Central Georgia Tech scored 70 and 55. They may not hit that 55 tonight. Still got to have 35 more. Jets scored 93 and 115. Off the rim, Salumu with it. Into the corner, and the 3 knocked down by Carter. Off the window, Jordan with a miss. Salumu the board, gives to Sakano. Too strong with the Gregory 3. Jordan's got it, gives to Garcia. What a collision between she and Sakano. Loose ball picked up by Gregory, given to Toro. And Garcia tried to help Sakano up. Sakano was going to take her hand to get up, but said, you know what, I think I'll just rest back here after that collision. And there's Sakano, apparently okay. Out to Preston. Preston having a potential double-digit night. Off the glass for Gregory. Three ball, it is dropped in by Thomas. A little short on the Sakano three. Garcia with it. Kicks it over to Thomas. Waning moments of the third. Here at the hangar. Over to Garcia for three. Air ball, Sakano with it. Carter on the other end of a Sakano pass. And two on the other end of a Carter bucket. Rebounded by Salumu, gives it to Carter. Laid up and in by Gregory. Sakano nearly headed down the hallway, trying to retrieve that one. And it'll be put in play from the corner. And that will get us through three stanzas of basketball. Big lead for the Jets. 10 minutes away from their 8th conference win of the year.
Georgia Technical College, where we make it happen.
Whether your dream is to become a welder, a nurse, a restaurant owner, electrician, or aircraft mechanic, South Georgia Technical College can help you make it happen. SGTC has over 200 associate degree, diploma, and technical certificate of credit programs of study available. Visit our website at southgatech.edu for more information or to apply, or call 800-928-0283.
So what are you waiting for? Let's make it happen.
Little boogie in here in the hangar in Americus as we head into the fourth. That trio of, apparently, I'm going to say they are Jet fans because they are here regardless of the opponent. All right, delight to have in the house. Bringing some energy into the hangar. And don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Preston takes it away. Couldn't get the lay-in. I think we've had a couple of new subscribers tonight. Thank you very much. Air ball off Jordan. We will take all we can get. Trying to grow the community. And each subscriber helps. Preston to Papin. Back it goes to Preston. Nice feed down low, but Papin couldn't hang on. And that was apparently due in large part to a Titan. Preston out of the game. Toro in. Well, the Jets are going to win the game, obviously, up 82-23 with 9.5 to go, but both of these teams want to play well down the stretch. For the Jets, Jason Carpenter's task is to keep them focused, keep that foot on the accelerator. Not get lackadaisical. Ignachenko with a miss. Rebounded by Bennett. And for John Gordon and Central Georgia Tech, it's getting ready for Andrew College, and a momentum tight 9 minutes or so in the fourth will help in that cause. Papin on her season average at 12 now. As I mentioned, she has just kicked it in a notch. And that's the resultant part of those now better than 136,000 practice shots. That little machine that you use in practice spits the ball back to you after the shot is taken. She puts those to good use during non-game time and non-practice time. So that kind of gives you an idea of how much time she spends. Wow, what a nice move by Ignachenko. Garcia giving to Thomas. Rebounded by Ignachenko. Papin to Toro. Toro the jumper. She's living right. I mean, it hit rim, glass, all kinds of stuff, but fell in. Into the corner to Jordan. Jordan taking it baseline. Tipped away by Silva, but apparently Silva committing the foul. And that'll be 3 on Silva. Gregory, Salumu, and Carter all back in. Papin, Sakano, and Ignachenko coming out of the game. Next for the Jets, East Georgia State Saturday in Swainsboro. That is such a big ball game. Jets don't return to the hangar until the 26th. And then we're not that far removed by the 26th from the end of the year and the postseason tournament. And by the way, I guess I should apologize for the voice. I've mentioned this before. I don't have any idea what's going on except maybe overuse. But sometimes it wants to work and sometimes it says, what the heck. Take a word or two off, a syllable or two off. Bennett off the glass, rebounded by Favero. Back to Carter. Feeds down low, and you got a jump ball. And the possession arrow will keep us on this end of the floor. Well, if the Jets don't get the 116, which they've got to crank up the scoring to get it, and tie a school record, 117 to break the mark. How about 100 for the 4th time this year? Salumu the putback. It is a 91-27 game. Given over to Bennett. Bennett banks it. Into the corner it goes to Carter. Carter in and out with the 3. And that'll be tipped out of bounds by Salumu. And reminder, when this one wraps up, we'll close out the link, have the brand new game for the men and a brand new link for the gentlemen after this one. Right at 20 minutes in between. That'll go out of bounds off Gilchrist. In play to Carter. Knocked down is Toro. Thomas helps her up. I like what I've seen tonight from the standpoint of sportsmanship. One team helping the other up. I know it's almost becoming kind of a taboo, which I don't get. And battle it out on the hardwood with the dime and the gridiron. But ain't a thing wrong with showing some good sportsmanship. Gilchrist bringing it down the floor. Both teams, I think we'll give them an A for tonight's show of sportsmanship. Gilchrist off on the 3. Favero stepped out trying to save it. And it'll be Titan basketball. Put in play by Gilchrist. And a jumper from Jordan. Behind Toro and out of play. Titans with the basketball, a 60-point lead for the Jets. Papin back into the game. Sakano back in. Gregory and Carter going to the sidelines. I think one of the 2 prior meetings, Carter had 30. Let's see if I can verify that. I'm looking through my notes, and wouldn't you know, it's when printed, chopped off the point score. But Carter, as a non-starter, has had some big ball games. Favero, as a rebounder, has had some big games too. Rebounds and brings down the floor. Back over to Favero. Papin from the corner. She's got 15. Gilchrist a little low with the pass to Garcia, able to find a handle on it in the paint, gives to Jordan. Sakano with the steal. Brings it to Salumu. And let's see if that's got us to our last media timeout. It has 4:31 to go. Jets 6 away from triple digits. There is a big supporter doing a little swaying to the music of the program here in South Georgia Tech. she might be the president of the Boosters. Don't hold me to that. Not absolutely positive, but that's never kept me from, spilling my beans on things. But I do know very, very vital part of the Booster Club and, the extraneous stuff like the hospitality room when you've got a tournament or a classic here. Salumu with 17 in the game. Had a 13-point first half. And now 5.5, number 2. Well, the Jets coupling one of their best offensive performances of the year with one of, if not their best defensive effort. That's a lethal combo. Dump to Jordan, turns around from the elbow, in and out. Papin with it. Gives to Toro. Toro to Papin, shooting and hitting another 3. And she just keeps moving that points per game average northward in conference play. Foul called on Sakano. That'll be her first in the game. It is non-shooting. Tipped away, taken away. Sakano flips it over to Papin. How about 20 in the game? And for the 4th time this year, 100. And a 70-point lead. Thomas shooting. So the formalities as we head near the end of this one. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Got to be a subscription button somewhere really, really close. Want to watch this game or any game we do later? Download it and all that good stuff. Garcia with a steal. Then sign up for our premium channel. From the corner. Off the rim with the Duger 3. And 2 if you want to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. We're not going to complain about it. Rest of the week, obviously one more game to follow. Central Georgia Tech. Men's basketball against South Georgia Tech. Carter from the corner. And she's got 3. Friday, LBW Snead State Baseball. Saturday, Enterprise State Coastal North Basketball, Georgia Military College. Florence Darlington Tech Softball. All right here on JockJive. Just about all white. Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. That's me bouncing to the music. I mean, you know, that would be the limit to my dance step. Kind of a little head bob. I mean, I want to do more. It just, you know, even if I tried, it would look so odd. Out of bounds off Thomas. .104.31. Over into the corner. Papin just a little bit strong with the three try, rebounded by Salumu. She says, hey, get away from me, blue jerseys. I got two to score. Well, the Jets on a little bit of a scoring binge. And 11 away from the school record. Stolen away by Carter. And she will have it taken right back by Garcia. Thomas for two. Papin giving a top side. Favero into the corner. Toro back to Favero. She'll launch the three. She'll knock it down. Well, let's see. The Jets have scored 109, 115. That is 224 and 93. What is that? 300 some odd points against the Titans this year. Silva goes into the corner. Favero. And you got a 3-second violation on Silva. And two of their 4 100-point games as Preston will pick up the foul. Coming against Central Georgia Tech. Obviously, the Jets can put some numbers on the board. They can score and score big. Preston with double digits at 10. Into the corner. Miss on the three ball. Given to Silva. Over to Favero for three. Off the rim. Preston able to rebound it. Trying to get it out to Silva, and Silva make that to Favero. And Favero had to go back court to retrieve. Loose ball and is picked up by Toro. Goes to Favero. Favero laying it in from the left side. Now 8 for Favero. And this one is going to finish. Well, they count that one. They did. 113-35 will be your final score. As this one goes final, and the Jets will pick up their 8th win of the year in conference play. And let me, by the way, because they've taken the numbers off the scoreboard, write it down. I am prone to forget. 113-35. Jets 8-1 in the conference. They are now 17-6 overall. Central Georgia Tech falling to 2-6 in conference play, and 4-15 is that overall record. Game 1 in the books, game 2, 20 minutes away. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching JockJive and South Georgia Tech.